The London Bridge attackers claimed 8 lives. At this inquest, the families of 2 of those victims have learned they may have had a chance of survival given prompt medical attention. And so today, London Ambulance Service came to answer the accusation their response had been too slow. At 10:15, the first calls came in about stabbings at Borough Bistro, where 4 victims had been attacked in a courtyard below street level. 1 minute later, at 10:16, the attackers were shot dead nearby outside a pub. At 10:23, some paramedics reached the road overlooking the courtyard, but were told to leave immediately by armed officers clearing the area. But the police, trying to save the lives of the victims down in the courtyard, never got a message to say the paramedics were no longer on their way. 15 minutes later, they were radioing for medical assistance, and it was another 10 minutes before they finally carried 2 of the victims up onto the street to try to get help. They were James McMullen and Sébastien Bélanger. A pathologist said, treated quickly, Sébastien had a real possibility of surviving. A police officer has told the inquest James McMullen was alive when he first reached him. At 11:12, a no-go area called a hot zone was declared, an official protocol meaning ambulance staff could not enter. When that was still in place at midnight, all the crews specially trained for terrorist incidents volunteered to break those rules and go in. At that point, there were still reports of an active shooter and possible booby-trap bombs in the terrorist van. So it was nearly 1:15 before a paramedic team finally reached the Borough Bistro, where victims had been reported 3 hours earlier. The Director of Operations for London Ambulance Service, Paul Woodrow, told the inquest they had been hindered by communication problems. It's just a fact that you do not have an army of people to filter information in that first 20 minutes, he said. He did admit that they had taken too long to send in crews, but said that the hot zone had been set up by the police and the ambulance service could not make an independent decision to ignore that. London Ambulance Service has already made changes to try to prevent delays, like giving duty managers more power to make decisions at a major incident before someone more senior arrives. Their Director of Operations concluded his evidence by expressing pride in the staff who did put themselves in harm's way to try to save lives that night. Catherine Jones, 5 News.